someone who abuses the healthcare system. Perhaps many in this room have abused the healthcare system themselves without even realizing it, particularly emergency department services. According to research done by the New England Health Institute, emergency department overuse is on the rise. Misuse of healthcare services is detrimental not only to consumers, but to our healthcare system as a whole. Today I'm going to educate you about the misuse of healthcare services and why you should avoid them at all costs. To help you understand the importance of misuse, I will explain how costly the abuse of healthcare can be and the negative impact it can have. If you have in fact misused the healthcare system, you're not alone. It isn't too late, however, to stop the misuse. To understand healthcare abuse, we must first know what it is. Emergency departments are departments within a hospital that are responsible for the immediate care of those who are in need, such as those who have been in a car accident, having a heart attack, or may have broken bones. Misuse of emergency services is using the ED in a manner deemed unnecessary, such as for a cough, fever, or chronic issues. You should never frequent the ED. Frequent users are considered abusive to the healthcare system and visit the ED 4 or more times a year. According to Emergency Department Use and Barriers to Wellness, a survey of emergency department frequent users, most frequent ED users have primary care doctors. Most also have public insurance, and most also carry chronic disease burdens. Many frequent users also visit the emergency department because it's convenient. However, there are other reasons people frequent the emergency department. Many people do so because they're referred to the ED by their primary care doctor. They need reassurance about their condition, or they feel their condition is emergent when it in fact is not. I've witnessed other reasons for misuse. Some people check in because their friend or family member is checking into the ED. Others know the emergency department cannot turn anyone away and they have no insurance. And some owe their primary care doctor money and know that they can come to the emergency department and not have to pay anything to see the doctor that particular day. You should realize, though, that this misuse has negative effects. Misuse costs nearly $38 billion in wasteful spending each year. And just in the United States. This wasteful spending, though, can be used better elsewhere. You also should not misuse emergency department services because it can be potentially dangerous. Imagine going to the emergency department for chest pain, and you have to wait in line because the person in front of you is having a cough or toe pain for a week. By the time you get to the back, it could be too late. This is a life or death situation. We should implement change in order to avoid the misuse and abuse of the ER. Primary care doctors should add nurse practitioners. That way they could see a bigger patient workload. After-hour clinics can stay open longer. We can also educate others as well as ourselves as to why we should not misuse healthcare services, particularly emergency department services. I will end this speech with a joke I read. A man went to the doctor for a routine checkup. The nurse hands him a specimen cup and shows him to the bathroom. She tells him the doctor will be with him soon. A few minutes later, the man comes out of the restroom with an empty cup and a relieved look on his face. "Thanks," he said, "but there's a toilet in there. I didn't need the cup after all." The point I'm trying to get across is we don't always need what we think we do. Sometimes what we need is right in front of us, like the medicine in our medicine cabinet. Remember, if the weight or the weather determine your visit to the emergency department, your need to go is not an emergency. Thank you.